Everyone talks about getting on Spotify playlists, but what everyone misses is the conversation about what happens when you get off of a playlist, right? When you get on a playlist, you're getting a lot of streams and your monthly listeners go up and you're getting a lot of traffic for your music. But we all know one day that placement will come to an end, or that influencer will stop promoting you, or that Facebook ad or Instagram ad will have to get turned off at some point. And nobody really talks about how to understand the analytics before and after, right? The analytics while you're marketing and how to compare that to what I call the new normal, right? If you get on a Spotify playlist, your numbers are going to be so high, but is that really an accurate reflection of what is truly happening with your fan base? Well, I'm going to challenge you to say that it's not. And understanding your new normal when you stop promoting, that's what I want to talk about today in this video. And I want to make sure that you understand how to figure out your new normal. So let's discuss. Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Ryan from the Indie Music Academy, the channel where we uncover the mysteries of the music industry, learn how to grow a larger fan base, and earn an income from our music. And today I want to talk about this concept where you figure out the new normal of your fan base. After you promote, after you get off of a Spotify playlist, your numbers are really going to shift. And so what I want to do is hop into Spotify for Artists, hop into Chartmetric and AWOL Analytics, and actually look at the data of what happens when you get off of a playlist. And I'm going to show you my process, the way that I think through all of this, and how you can do the same so you understand where you really are in your marketing and where you truly are in your music career, and not just keep looking at a skewed version of that. Because when you get on a playlist, your numbers are going to be really high, because that's all that it really is. A playlist gives you traffic, a Facebook ad gives you traffic, right? Traffic is good, but traffic is just one element of marketing, right? You have to follow up that traffic and figure out who sticks, right? Who is sticky, right? Who is the long-term member of your fan base? And so let's hop over to the screen capture and take a look at some actual analytics from my Spotify for Artists, and we'll dive in deep so that you can fully understand how to know the results of your marketing campaigns. So what I have here in front of me are 3 tabs. This one should look familiar. This is my Spotify for Artists dashboard, and I have my audience tab open set to 28 days. And then next I have my AWOL Analytics tab. This is my distributor. AWOL has some amazing analytics that I love, and you've seen this before if you've watched any of my past videos. And I have this also set to 28 days. And then thirdly, I have Chartmetric, which is an amazing analytics platform. A lot of you guys are asking me and emailing me like, hey Ryan, how should I check out my analytics for my music if my distributor doesn't have that great of an option, right? And Spotify for Artists is pretty limited as well. We'll go over that in just a bit, but Chartmetric is a great solution because it has not only so much data, but you can filter it in a bunch of different ways that you actually can't filter in the other dashboards. For example, Spotify for Artists has the 28-day view that we're looking at right now, but the only other options are 7 days and since 2015. And if I click that, it's not really helpful. I can see like super zoomed out, like when I'm promoting, you can see right here, here I'm promoting, here I'm not promoting, here I'm promoting again, and here I'm not promoting again. But if we want to actually zoom in to see what the new normal is, to look at 1 month chunks to see what our monthly listener new normal is, we can't really do that with the Spotify for Artists portal. We can do that, however, with Chartmetric, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Let's take a look at the last playlist promotion I did in December, right? So I contacted some influencers. I got my music on some great playlists that are ranking in the Spotify search engine, right? Super organic, super legit stuff. And I introduced a new stream of traffic to my music catalog. And that's displayed and reflected like a mirror right here in the analytics. All these analytics are just a history of what I've done as far as promotion. But what I really can't see is what my new normal is after the promotion ends, after I get off this playlist. And that's where we're going to dive in to Chartmetric, even AWOL analytics. I'll pull this up really quick. AWOL analytics can show me some great stuff that even Spotify can't even tell me, like the types of devices they're streaming from, the time of day, really cool stuff. But Chartmetric takes the cake when it comes to figuring out what your new normal is, because I can go in and I can actually take a view at the last 3 months, which is something I can't do in either of the other analytics portals. So Chartmetric is very good at this. This is why I have a bunch of different analytics software helping me to understand what is happening with my music and what is happening with my fan base, and to better understand whether or not the promotion was worth it, which is really important. Whenever you're promoting, you have to understand, what your ROI is, what the return on investment. And the return on investment is not always monetary, especially when we're talking about Spotify, right? The $0.003 that you get per stream is not really the best way to monetize. I cover that in depth inside the 80/20 course at the Indie Music Academy website, so you can check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. But what I can see here is whether or not my promotion is effective in growing my audience and establishing that new normal that I've been talking about this whole video. So let's actually take a look at this now. Looking at my Spotify monthly listeners for the past 3 months, coming out of November, this is the end of one Spotify playlisting campaign. And then into December, I started a second promotion that lasted for a few weeks. And if I just took this snapshot, right, let's say December 20th, if I just looked at my Spotify and I said, oh my gosh, I have 23,000 monthly listeners, I'm such a popular artist, that would be a really skewed way of understanding my fan base. This is not the reality. What I need to understand is, what are the effects of this promotion after I get off of the playlist? And so I'm going to continue forward in time, right? The playlist promotion is working really well. I'm getting a lot of traffic, a lot of visibility, 25,000 monthly listeners, and then the promotion ends. The influencer takes me off of the playlist, right? It's just like anything else with blogs, with getting features, right? The traffic will end at some point. And so the traffic ends in the beginning of January, and I want to see what my new normal is, right? My monthly listeners drop down to around 800, high 700s, and it's continuing, kind of holding strong. And if I go into this 1 month view, you'll see that Chartmetric is telling me that I have 759 monthly listeners for the past 28 days, I believe. Actually, this is one whole month. And comparing that over to Spotify's dashboard, the number is identical. 759 monthly listeners over on Spotify, 759 monthly listeners. So that's my new normal once I'm off all of the playlists, once the ads end. I haven't really run ads for the past 3-4 months, so this is not really a factor. And so what this is telling me is that I have 759 listeners who have stuck with me, right? The promotion was sticky for them. They are a regular listener. My music is showing up in their algorithmic playlists. My songs are in their Discover Weekly, in their Daily Mix playlist, and they're even returning to my profile and catalog and listening about 10% of the time. And then 65% of the time, they're listening on their own playlists. So they've added me to some kind of mix that they love, or they hit the heart button next to my song and my song is in their liked songs list and they just listen to that, right? That's 65% of my plays on an off promotion season, right? When I'm not on a playlist. That's my new normal. And it's actually really encouraging that I have about 800 listeners every month enjoying my music without having to keep pouring money into the Spotify machine or keeping my Facebook ads running and paying Facebook for traffic. Traffic is necessary. Traffic is needed, and it's helpful for discovery. but the numbers associated with that traffic, the monthly listeners that jump so high in the 20, 30, 50,000 range while you're promoting, is not the true view of your fan base. It's not the real numbers. So I want to encourage you to do the same and look at your numbers after you promote. Critically ask yourself, what are my numbers while I'm promoting and what is my new normal? And ask yourself, what is the effectiveness of my promotion and how many fans are sticking around? So I hope that this video was insightful to say the least, and I challenge you to do the same thing. Now, if you're an independent artist and you're dabbling in Spotify ads, if you're dabbling in playlist promotion, you're probably wondering, how do I take this traffic source, right? How do I take my new listeners and actually turn them into fans that stick around and fans that like my music long term, that actually buy my stuff and join my membership and support me on Bandcamp and join my Patreon? Because that critical question is the difference between an artist who actually makes a side income from their music and an artist who is actually just building a really expensive hobby, and music is kind of like a money suck for them because they're not properly building a fan base that's engaged. Now, if you've been wondering how to do this, I have a website called the Indie Music Academy, and on that website, I have amazing guides and training that teaches you how to build something called the fan journey. And what I want to share with you today is a free workshop that I've prepared for you in advance. And in that workshop, I share with you the most important insights that I've discovered as an independent artist and artist manager as far as setting up your music career properly to actually have longevity in your music career and not just ride the waves of whatever promotion you happen to be doing in that moment. I also share with you the income streams that are working for me and how to start your own fan journey. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description. Once again, the workshop is totally free and it's for the subscribers of this channel. Lastly, if this video was helpful to you, consider hitting the thumbs up button and hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss another video from the Indie Music Academy. And with that, best of luck with your music. I hope to see you inside the free workshop below, and leave a comment if you thought that this was a helpful topic, or share with me a topic that you would like for me to give my 2 cents on. I think a lot about this stuff, a lot about the music industry, and so I love hearing your suggestions and reading your comments. So leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in a future video on this channel.